He started as a boy obsessed with code, tinkering in a bedroom in St. Louis, Missouri. By his 20s, he was leading startups in Silicon Valley. Today, his decisions influence the trajectory of artificial intelligence, shaping the world's future. But how did Sam Altman climb to the top? How did he transform failures into strategy, startups into global empires, and vision into reality? This is the story of Sam Altman, the tech prodigy, the investor, the AI pioneer. Samuel H. Altman was born on April 22, 1985, in St. Louis, Missouri. From an early age, he displayed a unique combination of intelligence and curiosity. While other children played outside, Sam was captivated by computers. He taught himself programming, explored software, and experimented with digital systems in ways that left adults astonished. His parents recognized his extraordinary aptitude, but it was his own curiosity that drove him. By high school, Sam was already exploring entrepreneurial ideas, learning the principles of business, product development, and networking, skills that would later define his career. He attended John Burroughs School, where his academic brilliance became clear. But he wasn't just smart, he was strategic. He understood early that intelligence alone wouldn't make him successful. To succeed in the real world, he needed vision, execution, and resilience. Even as a teenager, Sam displayed an uncanny ability to anticipate trends. He wasn't just coding for fun, he was coding with purpose. Every line of code, every small project, was a rehearsal for the big stage of Silicon Valley. In 2003, Altman enrolled at Stanford University to study computer science. Stanford was more than a school, it was a launchpad into Silicon Valley's startup ecosystem. Here, he was exposed to tech entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and the culture of rapid innovation. At Stanford, he honed not only his coding skills but also his strategic thinking. He learned to evaluate ideas critically, understand market timing, and anticipate trends. This foundation would prove invaluable in his entrepreneurial journey. By 2005, Sam co-founded his first significant startup, Looped. Looped was a location-based social networking app that allowed users to share their location with friends. The idea was ahead of its time. Predating the mainstream popularity of location-sharing apps on mobile devices, Looped raised over $30 million in venture capital. But despite the funding, the app struggled to gain traction. Competition from social media giants like Facebook and Google made user acquisition difficult. In 2012, Looped was acquired by Green Dot Corporation for $43.4 million. It wasn't a monumental financial success, but it taught Sam lessons he would carry for life: the importance of product-market fit, the value of timing, and the need to pivot when necessary. During these early years, Altman experienced firsthand the brutal realities of startup life. Investors pushed for quick growth. The team faced constant pressure, and every decision had consequences. It was in this pressure cooker that Sam began refining the leadership and strategic skills that would later define him. Not all of Altman's ventures succeeded. Some ideas failed, some investments flopped, and some products never reached the market. But for Sam, failure was not the opposite of success. It was data. He approached every failure analytically. Each setback was an opportunity to learn. Why did the market reject the product? What mistakes were made in execution? How could this insight inform the next project? This mindset of turning failure into actionable strategy became one of Altman's defining traits. It's this ability to embrace risk while mitigating potential losses that allowed him to navigate the unpredictable waters of Silicon Valley. These experiences hardened his resolve and sharpened his strategic thinking. Y Combinator, one of the world's most influential startup accelerators, was where Altman's influence reached new heights. Initially joining as a participant with Looped, he quickly recognized the power of YC, not just as a startup incubator, but as a launchpad for influence and innovation. In 2014, at just 29 years old,
him the president of Y Combinator.
Yeah, he is going to be the boss.
His strategy was deliberate. Under his leadership, YC funded hundreds of startups, including household names like Airbnb, Stripe, Dropbox, and Reddit. By backing the right people, he increased the odds of creating scalable, world-changing companies. But Altman's strategy wasn't only about funding. He emphasized mentorship, guidance, and community building within YC, creating an ecosystem where innovation thrived. YC became more than an accelerator. It became a breeding ground for some of the world's most influential tech leaders. He also introduced bold programs like the YC Continuity Fund, enabling YC to invest in later-stage startups. This approach allowed him to maintain influence over companies beyond their seed stage, ensuring YC remained a key player in the life cycle of startups. In 2015, Altman co-founded OpenAI alongside Elon Musk and other tech visionaries. Their mission was audacious: ensure artificial intelligence benefits humanity while minimizing existential risks. Altman's strategic vision for OpenAI was clear: combine cutting-edge research with scalable deployment to influence both technology and society. Under his leadership, OpenAI developed groundbreaking AI models, including the GPT series, transforming natural language processing, automation, and creativity. Altman's strategy balanced rapid innovation with ethical responsibility, understanding that AI could redefine the future, but also recognizing the potential dangers of misuse. He focused on three pillars of strategy at OpenAI: research excellence, scalable deployment, and strategic partnerships. By building a world-class team, securing billions in investment, and carefully navigating public and private engagement, Altman positioned OpenAI as the global leader in artificial intelligence. Altman also demonstrated a rare skill: visionary risk management. While many feared AI's disruptive potential, he invested in both safety research and profitable applications, ensuring OpenAI could fund itself sustainably while advancing technology responsibly. Altman's leadership is defined by strategic vision, calculated risk, and long-term thinking. His personal philosophy revolves around compound impact, investing in initiatives that multiply value over years, not months. Altman's core strategies revolve around investing in people over ideas, focusing on founders who display resilience, creativity, and adaptability. He embraces a fail-fast, learn-faster mindset, treating failures as valuable feedback, iterating quickly, and pivoting intelligently when needed. He leverages the power of networks, using Y Combinator's ecosystem to access talent, capital, and knowledge at scale. At the same time, he engages in ethical risk-taking, innovating boldly while carefully considering societal implications. Above all, he prioritizes a long-term vision, focusing on projects that create exponential impact rather than chasing short-term gains. He also exemplifies disciplined focus. Altman emphasizes clarity in decision-making, prioritizing high-leverage activities and eliminating distractions, traits that separate good leaders from world-changing ones. With influence comes scrutiny. Altman has faced criticism over OpenAI's rapid expansion, ethical concerns, and the monopolization of AI knowledge. Critics argue that AI could outpace regulation, creating unforeseen risks. But Altman navigates these challenges strategically. He emphasizes transparency, ethical deployment, and long-term governance. Controversy, for him, is a signal to adapt and improve, not a reason to retreat. Sam Altman's story is one of vision, resilience, and strategy. From a curious child in Missouri to a tech titan shaping the AI revolution, he has left a profound mark on startups, technology, and society. His strategies, investing in people, learning from failure, and focusing on long-term impact, offer invaluable lessons for entrepreneurs and leaders worldwide. As AI continues to reshape society, Altman remains at the forefront, steering innovation and pushing boundaries. The question is no longer whether he will succeed. The question is, how will his vision shape the world for billions of people in the decades to come?